Well, what do you think? I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. Okay. Frugal friends, happy Sunday to you. Welcome back. So, have you ever thought about skipping the dumpsters? Some of you are not physically able to go dumpster diving, or you don't want to go dumpster diving. You're not comfortable with it. Your family is opposed to it. Whatever your reasons, that's okay. You don't have to go dumpster diving. You can bypass that completely. Have you told family and friends and neighbors that you want to look through their donation piles? You know what I'm talking about. Everyone has like a pile by the door or in a closet or in the back of their truck or van or car, stuff that's either going to a thrift store, secondhand shop, donation center, or the dump. Yes. Why don't you tell people, hey, I want to look through your stuff before you get rid of it. I'll even come to your house and grab the stuff. You know, you're helping them out. You're coming and taking it. That's something they don't have to do. And you're making sure that the good stuff doesn't end up in the dumpsters. And then you don't have to go in the bins. Well, I, of course, have let everybody know this. Everyone. And so I'm always getting, you know, people saying, oh, Julie, I'm taking such and such to the bins. Julie, I'm taking such and such to the donation. Julie, I'm taking such and such to the dump. Do you want to look at it first? And of course I say, yes. Yes, I do. See, even I, Julie, the frugal queen, even I sometimes just don't feel like getting in the bins. Sometimes, like last night, I've stayed up the night before, you know, and we did the most fabulous birthday party for my nephew, and it was all Indiana Jones themed, and so we got into all of our dumpster supplies, all of our costumes and goodies, and we dressed up, and it was wonderful, and we marathoned our Indiana Jones DVDs that we found in the bins, and I was in charge of the obstacle course, an Indiana Jones themed obstacle course. It was wonderful. It was amazing. We were up late. It was so much fun, but of course that meant I was tired this morning and did not feel like getting in the bins. And I have so much, you can see behind me, I have so much to catch up on, and sometimes you've just got to say, when? You got to say when, or cry uncle and say, you know what? I love dumpster diving, and yes, I'll probably kick myself wondering, you know, what I missed in the bins. But I have so darn much going on here to catch up with, and dang it, I just want to sit and watch Hotel Transylvania with my kids while I work on my eBay stuff. eBay link is in the video description. I just can't go to the bins today. But guess what? Because I've let all my family, friends, and neighbors, and even strangers know that I want to go through their donation stuff, I don't have to worry about it. There's always stuff coming to me, or I'm able to go and pick up their stuff. So my fabulous, amazing mother-in-law, who does... Hi, Mimi, who does piano lessons for my darling children. She has been decluttering like crazy. Yes, honey, I am so proud of her. She's been making fabulous efforts and totally motivating and inspiring me. Other thing we're working on right now, right? P.S. If you are in the process of decluttering, tell us about it. How have you been doing? Anywho, she had several boxes of things that she was getting rid of, and gave me the great honor of looking through some of them. And my goodness sake, you guys, family treasures, heirlooms, prized things that she has given me the honor of bringing into my home, my life, that I will, of course, pass on to my kids as it is, you know, their bloodline and their heritage. These just amazing things. Wonderful things. I am so excited. Now, there's other things that are, you know, more for, you know, fun and our personal use, or to sell, because, you know, that's what we do. And there are things that she doesn't mind me selling and moving on. Things like, we'll just jump right in, this Polaroid Pogo and this Kodak Easy Share. I'm going to ask my husband, and we'll talk to the kids and see if we want to use them ourselves, you know, because the kids love taking pictures. They have fun with that. So maybe we'll think about that, keeping them as gifts for later, or as things that we can earn, you know, kind of prizes, or we'll sell them. We'll see. Then she had a pile of books, and I went through it and looked and grabbed the ones that I was most excited about, and they are some Beverly Cleary books. Look how fun. Did you guys read these? Did you read any of the Beverly Cleary? Especially those of you that are kind of my generation. Did you read any of these? The Ramonas and the Beezus and all that fun stuff? I'm so excited. And then there's this one, The Borrowers. The kids and I right now are reading A Wrinkle in Time. We finished The Witches. Both books are from the bins, of course. And so in our daily reading, they have their own books that they read, but then we also have, you know, a chapter book that we read together as a family. And so we're working on A Wrinkle in Time. But next, I want to do The Borrowers. I love finding books like this that we can read together. It's so much fun. After that one, we're going to read this, another one from my mother-in-law's pile, from the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler. Are you familiar with any of these? Please tell us in the comments. And then, this is a good one. I remember reading this in school. It is The Sign of the Beaver. Awesome. Definitely going to read that one with the kids. And look at this. Isn't that beautiful? And it's even a really nice cover. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. I'm a huge fan. Love. So, super excited to get these books. Let's start looking at some of the family treasures. Seriously, guys, I am so honored. Like, because I mean, I'm a married in, you know? I'm not blood. And so for me, like, it's, okay, I'm not going to get all emotional, you know, because I very easily can go there when it comes to things like family and stuff like that. But what an honor it is. I mean, yeah, I'm 13 years in the family, but you know, you have really become part of a family when they're willing to pass on these kind of treasures to you. Now, of course, I have in mind to pass them on to my kids, but what an honor, right? What a privilege. So let me grab some of those. So I mentioned that my mother-in-law does piano lessons for all three of my kids. And so we're always excited to get more sheet music and stuff like that for them to work on. These are all from my mother-in-law. Look at all of these awesome books. And some of these, I believe this might be one of them. They were her own, sorry, this camera's like shaking. They were her piano books when she was learning to play piano. Some of these are from, yeah, back in those good old days. I'm not 100% familiar with all of these songs, but I'm gonna be, because my kids are gonna learn them and they're gonna play them for me. What a treasure. Number one, just to get all of this awesome sheet music for the kids to learn from and with, but also the fact that they're from, like, my family, like our family. My mother-in-law herself used them. It's so exciting. This one here, I'm not going to show you the cover because it has some personal information, but it's awesome. This book that has been put into a binder because, I mean, it's old school, you know, and all of this. Now, this is definitely a little ways in the future. Look at the difficulty of some of that, but we'll get there. The kids will get there. But some of her music that she learned with and from. This is treasure, you guys. Not everyone is going to understand why this is so exciting for me and what treasure this really is. Because some people, I know plenty of people, especially plenty of our viewers, are just into the adrenaline and the excitement of finding stuff, and especially stuff we can sell, and money, 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 and all that. And I understand that because I feel a lot of that too. But sometimes it's the more sentimental stuff that has the greater value. So, okay, especially stuff that you can also use that isn't gonna just sit on a shelf. Next, there is this gorgeous little box that my grandfather-in-law, rest in peace, that he made. That's a treasure all on its own, but inside it are several things. There are some little music note bead type things that we will add to like our bead collection. And then this, I know some of you will understand. Some of these treasures belonged to my children's like great grandmothers, I think. Like it's like costume jewelry, but these are treasures, you guys. I'm gonna have to double check with my mother-in-law which ones belong to who and you know what was what, but a whole bunch of just fabulous costume jewelry. all these just fun brooches. And I know she mentioned that some were her mother's, may she also rest in peace, but also that some were like her grandmother's. So I'm going to double check with her what was what and who owned it. But these are just absolute, oh, just gems, gems, treasures that I am super duper excited about. And there's, you know, there's a lot of options of what we can do with all these different jewelry pieces, because some of them are missing like their partners if they're earrings, and some is like kind of broken bits. And so you crafters, you know, there's still a million things that we can do. We could decorate a frame and put, you know, pictures of these past relatives, these deceased relatives in those frames. That's an option. We could make a vase. Some of you might have seen them. You just coat a vase of some kind in like a cement, and you add all of these treasures and make a really fun art piece that has lots of, you know, sentimental value and stuff like that, and can pass that on as a memento, as an heirloom. So there's lots and lots of options. We can also wear them. Some of them, like the brooch, this brooch and this one, we can still totally wear for special occasions or even for dress ups if we take good care of them. But what a treasure. I'm so excited. And there are 2 of these big ones, so each of my lovely daughters will be able to have one of those when the time comes, and I feel like they're old enough that they would, you know, take good care of them and appreciate them for what they are. Yeah, how special is that? Okay, one more box. First, a game of life, and the kids and their neighbor friends had a lot of fun playing this the other day. So we're adding this to our game collection. Holy cow! Yeah, binoculars. This is just the case because my husband, my darling James, took the actual binoculars with him on his mountain bike ride this morning. He's gonna go and check out a lot, and hopefully he'll get some footage of it and some pictures that we can share with you. But he's gonna go check out all the burned areas. You know, we had all those crazy wildfires going and going, all in his favorite biking areas, all the trails that he loves. So he's gonna go check those out, and took these with him. These belonged to his grandfather, and now they're ours. And then there's this gorgeous cedar jewelry box that my aunt-in-law, may she rest in peace, gifted to my mother-in-law, and it's now been passed on to us, and it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I can see having this and the other little box kind of stacked, and then maybe some silk flowers and some old books. I don't know, but I can see a little vignette of this once we've finished all the renovating, painting and stuff. Put this on a shelf maybe, I don't know. But let's see what's in it, shall we? More jewelry. Assorted pins and just assorted jewelry that the girls and I can have fun with and go through. And some of it, you know, we'll keep and use as jewelry for dress ups and whatnot. And then other pieces, you know, we can definitely do other things with, crafting and stuff like that. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that beautiful? You know I love sparkles. You know I love sparkles. Look at this. You know what? Oh, forget it. I'm just going to put this on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to put it on. Well, what do you think? I'm in love. Treasure! Treasure! You don't know what is waiting in your family, friends, and neighbors' donation piles that they don't have room for, whether in their home or in their mind, because having more stuff is definitely stressful. And so when they are de-stressing and decluttering, let them know, hey, I'm interested. I would love to come and see what it is that you are letting go from your life, because it might be perfect in my life. It might be just the thing that you need, that I need, but no one knows that unless you tell them. So let people know that you want to see the treasures that they're letting go of. All right, that's what I have for you today, Frugal friends. I am going to be working on the front yard Halloween dumpster divers extravaganza display this week. In fact, the kids and I today are going to go and get a fog machine. Yes, a fog machine and some spotlights for the yard. 95% of what is in our display is from the dumpsters. The only things that we have invested in is like spray paint, hot glue, and now the fog machine and the lights. And I see those as an investment because we'll be using them every year. Come along. I'm going to do some sneak peeks. Thank you for joining me on this rather sentimental little journey of treasures. Have a wonderful day, my frugal friends, and a fabulous week. And we'll see you all very soon.